U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings.
Blown, a timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Love, they go play action now. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
On 2nd and 12, Love. And he completes it to Wilson. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Love. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice job there, forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra, that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. They go up the middle with Chubb. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Ready, set.
Love looking to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. Touchdown, Cardinals. Dalton Schultz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will jump on top with the game's 1st score here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete to Jones.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And this will be a Vikings 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line. The Vikings at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit. And they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Off the play fake, Cousins. Rolling to his right. Got a man complete, it's Taylor. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 46. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the red zone now, Cousins. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 10 more there and another first down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Cousins. Touchdown! Michael Pittman, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have got it back to within a score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Love. And this is going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but Let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he's got some space here. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Back to Taylor on 1st down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And he'll find Pittman. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 13-yard line. And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Boy, this is a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then. And now after that completion there, they've got a 1st and goal.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now it's the backup Newton. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Trey McBride as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
First and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Throwing is Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On third down, Cousins. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
Ready
to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick. And what a terrific play, holding him to no gain.
Now a second down throw for Love here. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Love. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14. Play action now. Cousins.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says, no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely. Picked his lane, went with it, and converted. They find some open field here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 in the first.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Running right, here's McAllister. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
At the 16-yard line.
Running left, Taylor. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, anytime down here in the red zone that you can get a running back going lateral to the line of scrimmage, that's a plus for the defense. We all hear about the offensive guys saying, get north and south, get upfield. They didn't allow it at all on that play.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Gay knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball to the
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action. Love to throw. Steps away. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is...